Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Noise, and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. In the last episode, we were working with Britannia, and specifically, we went to the mining dimension to fight the Guy Guardian. Both 1 and 2. There's two forms of him. We fought both of them. It was not too bad. We didn't have too much issue with it. And we got a bunch of Gaia Spirit ingots and all that kind of fun stuff. So we need a few more before we can really get everything else we need for the last thing we need, which is the Master Infusion Stone, so that we can start making Tempero Essence and all other sorts of things. Before we can do that, I've got to go kill the Gaia Guardian a lot, and I haven't done that this time. Instead, I've been working on getting some more of the circuit boards because we need to make this a little bit easier for us to do. So if we look at circuit boards, we have to put them in the light box to develop, and then we have to throw them in etching acid, and it's a pain. However, if we use the unassembled PCB, we can get the empty PCB, we can get the unassembled immediately, which then we can just put the transistors and capacitors on and go from there. If we use the assembly platform and the assembly controller and all that kind of stuff, the assembly machines. So there is 5 different things that we need to make. We actually don't need the drill whatsoever. We will later for auto 9x9 crafting, but that is going to be much later. So if we take a look at the laser program is the one we need, and it only requires the assembly laser, 2 I/O units, and a platform. And all of these guys require a single printed circuit board each. It's not too terrible. It's a lot of crafting and all that kind of stuff, but it's not that bad. And then we need the controller itself as well. So all of this stuff works on air pressure. Surprise, surprise. And, well, right now it's incredibly slow. Waiting for this to happen is super duper slow. So we're going to try to make that today, the machines. And in order to kind of expedite it, we need to find lubricant. And now I don't know if we have lubricant already. We might have a cow that's using lubricant. We do. Okay, so we have a good bit of lubricant. Let's grab this. Well, that was, oh man, that's disappointing. Alright, well, let's just break this. We'll fix this little thing. We lost some stuff, but oh well. Not a big deal. Alright, so, don't really care about anything else right now. This guy's full of power. This guy is full. The LPG, that is our plastic. And we have plenty of stuff over here. One of these days we will get it set up so that it will automatically transport everything to the overworld. We'll worry about that later, though. This is just an ender chest, honestly. We already have one of those, but we do need to make another one and set that up. So, just a thing we'll need to do. But anyways, this lubricant is all we need to make some speed upgrades. And we're going to want to make a handful of these. It just requires some sugar and lapis. So, let's get a couple of these. Let's get like, not too many buckets, but like maybe 8 buckets worth. I think that, let's do 7 more. Let's just do 7 more. That'll be easy enough to handle. We can just dump those into the applied logistic system, and there we go. 8 speed upgrades. And now if we fly over here, that should make this go a lot faster. So if we look at it right now, this one's done, but we throw this one in. It needs more air pressure. But it gets like a percentage every like 5 seconds or so. We can put a bunch of speed upgrades, and it's going to use a lot more air. So we need to find that nice little happy area where this guy can keep up. And we can always add more speed upgrades there. But now it's going basically every second. And so let's just do 4 and 4. And it's going to use a lot more coal, but that's fine. But that'll be a lot quicker. So the next thing we're going to need is a bunch of capacitors and transistors. In fact, we need 21 of each. Now, the transistors I don't believe were too bad to get. No, it's just redstone alloy, compressed steel, or compressed iron, and some plastic. So compressed, help if I actually typed. Let's just grab all this compressed iron. So redstone alloy, we're gonna need 21 of these. And then some sort of plastic. I don't remember what color it is. Let's see. Transistors is cyan. So do we have any cyan? No. Alright. So we're just going to need 21 of those. And we should have enough plastic. We should have a good amount of plastic. I don't know if we have enough. But we can always make more. So 21 of these. And just come over here. Throw all of these in there. And there is a bunch of capacitors. So this guy is full on air. So we can do that, and it's going to very rapidly. Can we do like 5 and 3? Will that be good enough? Pressure is slowly going down, but that's fine. Alright, so there is the transistors. Now we need capacitors. We're going to need 21 capacitors. So that is a pain because it requires octadic capacitors as well as gray plastics. We need 21 gray plastic. This uses a lot of plastic, and that's fine because we don't really have much other use for it. But we're starting to run out. So we should probably get this guy going. But unfortunately I don't have anything hooked up with this, so once we get done with this other PCB, we'll kind of switch things around and get more coal into here so we can make more plastic. But for now, that should be fine. So we're gonna need some octadic capacitors. I don't know if we have enough, but we can always make more. We have 8, so we're gonna need more. That's not too much of an issue. We are getting them from our farm, which one of these days we will expand into like a 9x9. But for now, it's not that bad. Okay, it's a little worse than I thought. We're going to need some emerald. Let's see, we're going to need 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. There we go. That's how we count. And some redstone. Same amount, so 1, 2, 3. And we'll get those guys lasered up. Shouldn't be too bad to handle. And we'll just make a bunch of those. And then that's the capacitors. And I don't believe we need any other capacitors, which is really nice. So let's get some other things going. The other things we're going to need for these, let's go ahead and make the assembly controller first. This is actually really easy. Never mind. So all of these guys are going to require various different things concerning combinations of compressed iron. We're going to need a bunch of pneumatic cylinders. We're going to need a bunch of blue plastic, which we have some light blue. And I don't know why that is different. Oh well. We got that last time, and it's got to be something with the date that we played the game on. But it was a thing that was happening. It was weird. I didn't like it. Okay, let's just drain this completely. And that will get us a good bit of progress. This guy can also take upgrades, so we'll put speed upgrades in him so he'll make more plastic quicker. But yeah, so we're gonna need a lot of blue plastic as well for these cylinders, so we need 2 IO units. We're going to need 6 of those. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times... We need a little over a stack of blue plastic. Ew. So we're going to need more plastic. That's a thing. So in the meantime, while we're kind of waiting on things to process and whatnot, because the next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to throw all of these circuits into the etching acid, which is not a problem. It's just a thing we have to do. Alright, let's very gently break that, and we can pump that. This will go faster. We can take these out. I hope I don't have to use the light box ever again, so let's go ahead and break that. That is heating up very rapidly, which is nice. And then what we can do is just go grab some coal. Let's grab like 2 stacks. And we'll get some plastic pretty quickly. Wow, that is ice cold. So you have 4. Okay, the light box. Okay, we put those in there. Never mind. So this will go pretty quickly. And so we're going to need 66 blue plastic. So we need a stack. I can't really do anything with that. Let's kind of bounce back and forth between all this stuff. Those are going to take a while. Alright, we probably should make more lasers at some point. We can make a large amount of lasers for this. It's just a matter of, well, making the lasers themselves more than anything else. So we can make 8 more. We're also going to need a little bit of orange plastic as well as some other things, but all in all, this will be pretty nice and easy once we kind of get a little bit further along. So more speed. This has plenty of temperature, so I think we can probably take all of that out and just use the residual temperature. Because this guy doesn't actually use any, it uses a little bit of pressure, but it's not nearly as, actually no, it doesn't require any pressure, I don't believe. Just take 1 out and put it in here. Why not? So let's get more blue plastic. So yeah, we're gonna need a lot of stuff, and this is going to allow us to make these circuits very easily, and that's really all that matters. So can we make more lasers? That is my next question. I already have laser. Nope, that's assembly table. Never mind. We need the laser. We can make 1, 2, 3. We can make 3 of those, and we just need to get more dark steel. That's not a problem, but we won't worry too much about that for right now. Let's get some more conduits. And we'll get these guys set up. So I think that one, yeah, that one will reach. So dark steel is just coal, iron, and obsidian. All things we should have a lot of. So let's grab a stack of each. And it's coal powder, not coal itself. We might have some of that, but I'll grab some more just in case. And obsidian. And okay, we don't have any coal powder. We'll just run that through. This is going to be alloys. And yeah, we're going to need just some coal powder. We'll get a lot of it pretty quickly. And we'll make more lasers, because why not? And things will go faster that way. But yeah, eventually we will go back to the Nether and set up even more stuff for the capacitor farm, because we're gonna need more and more and more. So we have plenty of normal capacitors. That's not an issue at all. We just need more octadics, and that is the problem. Ooh. Hold on, we don't need to make those emeralds. Let's get some glowstone. we need 13, I believe it was. We need vibrant. I forgot this mod pack likes to do that. And then capacitors. So automation always is more expensive than doing it manually in this mod pack, it seems. And a large part of that is just because that's basic capacitors. We need double layers. And that's just to kind of make the late game a little bit more difficult. That is part of the Kappa mode. So we just need some double layer capacitors. I do have 2 already, so we can just make 19 instead and go from there. So we just need 11. And we'll just need some more vibrant alloys. So actually we don't need to make these guys anymore. Just take all that out. And we will just grab some vibrant alloy. So alloy, half a stack. We'll need ender pearls, half a stack. I still want to make more of this stuff, but I will do that later. We need vibrant alloy now, so that's the plan. You know, we just do this and put 1 back, and there we go. Okay, so there's some capacitors. We're gonna need more, but we have most of the things we need. We just need a little bit more vibrant alloy, and let's see, what else do we need? We need more blue plastic. We need, like I said, 60. I think we need 66 of it. We can always melt down the plastics again. That is a thing you can do. I don't know quite how to be honest, but it is a thing you can do. How is that? Oh, let's just make more. And that might be out of fuel as well, so let's just take, yeah, that much, and do that. Alright, so then we need 2 more. And then we're going to need some orange plastic. We'll get to that in a little bit. How much vibrant do we have? We have 15. That should be more than enough. Alright, so we should be able to set this up pretty quickly. Now, I was looking through the quest book trying to decide what to do today, and noticed that there is a lot of things available to us in terms of the Zeta. Yeah, so Mine Factory, Reloaded, and then we can also make this Mangaloy, I don't know. But it's basically, it's steel around redstone is what it says. It's not, it's steel around rich slag. That's something we can do. We can start working on the solar flux stuff. There's a lot of things we can do, and I'm just trying to predict what's going to unlock more and whatnot, but we'll get there. So let's get the capacitors. So 19, and 19. Wait for a second for it to all to process. And there we go. So that should be all the circuit boards we need. And then we can start making circuit boards as often as we want. So that's the idea anyways. Oh, right. I forgot the last part. So we're just going to go here and throw them all in there. It'll take about 5 minutes for them to process, that they won't despawn, which is really nice. So while we're waiting on everything else, let's go ahead and clean up our inventory a little bit. And we can finish making everything else we need. So things that we need to do is we need to... let's see, we don't need the lasers right now. We'll worry about that stuff later. Capacitors were good. Speed upgrades were good. Alright, so for the assembly IO unit, we're going to need a bunch of these. We're going to need, let's see, so 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to need 11 of these, so we need 11 of the cannon barrels. So we need 11 of these. So we need 11 of these. So luckily they stack, which is nice. And then that is just iron, isn't it? Or is it steel? It's iron. Okay, so let's just grab like 2 or 3 stacks. Why not? We're gonna make a ton of compressed steel, compressed iron rather, and hopefully this will be good enough to last us for a while. It's all gonna pop. It shouldn't take that long. This cannot lose pressure because we're not actually opening anything. It is a closed system. It's really nice. I suggest doing this. This is, if you have thermal expansion and you have pneumatic craft, this is probably the best way. Anything that's going to teleport items in there is going to be your best friend. I think even Draconic Evolution could do it, but that's a little expensive. Make a Draconic portal and throw things in just to teleport them into a pressure chamber, so you don't have to constantly make sure it's... So you can avoid a huge part of pneumatic craft and the difficulty with pneumatic craft. So it is still working. Let's just leave. That we'll have time to come back to that. Are those guys done? Nope. Okay, so we have 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, now we need 22 levers. That should be easy enough. You know, let's just make a stack because it doesn't really matter much to me. All that stuff is really cheap. And so we just need 10. Oh, we ran out of pipes. Really? Alright, so we're going to need a handful of pipes. Let's get like that many. And now we should be able to get the last of those. And then the cannon barrels are pretty expensive. And we ran out of compressed iron again, so let's head back over here and grab what we need. Did it all convert? It all converted. Awesome. We might even need more by the end of this. I don't know. But anyways, there is the cannon barrels. And now we should be able to make pneumatic cylinders. And right, we needed iron in there. So there's all 11. So we're gonna need a hopper. So we're gonna need a chest, which we do have on autocraft, which is nice. So there's a hopper. We actually might need 2 of those. And yeah, so let's see, that is the IO unit. Yeah, we're gonna need 2 IO units. So we need another hopper. We're gonna need orange plastic. Do we have any orange? No. So we need 3 orange plastic. That's easy enough. So let's take care of that. We're so close. We are really so close to being done with this. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then for the laser, we need red dye. We have that. And this guy is easy enough. Cool. So once these guys are done, which they are, and they all worked just fine, there's all the printed circuit boards. So now we can make, let's just throw everything in here. So we can make 1, 2, 3. Want to make a laser. I want to just verify that it is the laser we want. So laser, 2 IOs, and a platform. Yes. So laser. And then the hard part, which is the assembly controller. Did I miscount? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why did that not auto-click? Okay. I was terrified for a second. Alright, so we're going to need a couple chests. And that should be everything we need for this. So we're going to come down here, and just for right now, we're going to plug this in. I think only the controller needs to get pressure. And then the laser needs to be next to a assembly platform. So we'll put the platform in the center, and we'll have I/O units. Now, the I/O units, I don't remember which one's which. So problems. There's no assembly program. We'll get to that in a second. So we can do this. And let's go grab our another chest and then the program, which the program's right here. We can grab another chest just for input output, make things easier. And then we're going to go ahead and make another circuit board. So we need the iron. We're going to need green plastic. And there was something else. I don't remember what it was. So let's take a look at PCB. Empty PCBs are just green plastic and iron. So pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So one of these is an input, one of these is an output. I don't remember which one's which. But this is a really cool little thing. There's even the laser warning light symbol on this guy. So controller status. Okay, we don't have an export, so we're gonna have to smack this guy with a wrench, and that's the export. We don't need a drill, but everything else should be fine. And so if we get a piece of green plastic, this should work, I think. Let's take most of these. And throw that stuff in there. I think this will work. So if we put... Why is it saying that there's a problem? Add pressure. Okay, so it's probably just waiting for pressure. Which case, I kind of want to break this. This guy doesn't matter. He doesn't use much pressure at all. So this will get more pressure a little bit quicker. But it's out of fuel, so let's go grab some more coal. And I'll have to rearrange this stuff later. Once we're kind of set on where we want things and whatnot, it'll be a little bit easier to handle. But right now we're all running everything off of one guy, so that's kind of the problem. So let's make sure that this works. It should get to the pressure fairly quickly. In fact, let's make it even faster. And it's running. So this is a really cool thing. It is super slow. We can speed it up. And just kind of distribute stuff. So it actually takes it out, and then it starts lasering it. It's really, really cool animations, and it's nothing super special. And then it just takes the other claw, grabs the item, and puts it in the chest. And right there is our unassembled PCB. So that is literally all you have to do. That is really, 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 really cool to me. I love these machines. They're a pain in the butt to make, but they're awesome. So, how's this doing? It's getting there. Not full on seeds or anything, are you? A little bit, but oh well. So I guess for the rest of this episode, I want to do just a little bit more things. Mainly, I want to go ahead and make this mangaloy. I don't even know how to say it. So we need to have 16 of them. We don't even have that much steel. So let's get some iron. And some pulverized coal. We'll make some more. We'll make some more of this steel, and we can always. I might grab. Let's grab like a handful of coal. And we're just going to pulverize all of this. So I believe I put it in here. Yeah, automatically. So last thing we're going to need is rich slag. And rich slag is a little bit of a pain to get. We need to cook things in the induction smelter with sand. Or cinnabar. Cinnabar is really good, but I don't think we have too much cinnabar. No. So let's get some sand. And one of the best things is actually redstone. We don't have too much in the way of ores. But Zanite, can we potentially? No. Of course not. I know I have more ores over here. That's something we have just an insane amount of nether quartz. I don't know if that will get us rich slag. It will, but it requires soul sand. And it also makes more than usual. So if we want to get cinnabar, we need to pulverize redstone or gold. Okay. So let me think about this for a second. We don't really have much redstone ore in here. Would osmium ore work? Yes. So let's just do this. We only need 16, so it's not that bad. But we are going to need this machine. So we'll see if we get any. We're going to need a lot more steel as well. So let's get another couple of stacks of iron. And we'll cook all this up that we can. Plenty of pulverized coal. Oh, come on. It's going faster than I can. There we go. No, stop putting the coal. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted. I just wanted to move the coal. So this done. We didn't get any. That's unlucky. So we'll put iron and all that coal dust in there. So I guess we'll put the osmium away. We had some redstone ore. Let's go ahead and pulverize this just to see if we can get some cinnabar. Because it gives you a much better chance of getting the stuff you need. The stuff we need, rather. So we'll just come over here. Why is that backed up? Tungsten. It didn't know what to do with tungsten. So, any rich... Nope, of course not. And now I have copper ore dust. I think I can put stuff... Wow, we were backed up for a while. So I'll just do that. We can put the flint in manually. And let's just get a bunch of sand. And the idea is we'll just kind of grab whatever ores we can. We really don't have many ores. So we can throw the steel away. We can throw all that stuff in. Okay. So I guess, can we use coal? We have to make it the normal coal ore first. So furnace. Actually, we can run it twice and get more chances of rich slag. Okay. So that'll work. Is this done? This is a pretty quick machine. Well, it would be if it was intelligent. Okay, so we can just kind of do this. It'll do its thing. And we can start working on other things. So once we get this Magnoloy, we should get like a couple more quests completed. I know that we've done a lot of things kind of along this line. It's just a matter of getting some of the stuff we need to start the line up. So let's just do this for right now. And hopefully get some rich slag. Just do that as well. And coal ore. Hey, we're starting to get rich slag. That is awesome. We have 4. We only need 16, I believe. So let's just check this quest. It is 16 Mangaloy. So that's going to take a little bit of time to finish up. But then we can also, I believe... we can't do anything with this. Okay. So we got 8. Let's see what else we have. I'll throw the coal ore in here because we can't do anything with that. So nether copper ore. So if we induction smelt, we'll get copper ore, and then can we use this? I did check the uses of the other one, right? Okay, so we can get more rich slag from that. Real quick, I just want to see coal ore. I did check the uses and not the recipe, right? Yeah, so there's no cooking it for more stuff, which is fine. So we'll just come back over here. Put that in. And that will get us more rich slag, hopefully. So there's 10. We just need 6 more, and then all the steel we can possibly get. But that is just not favoring us. Take the coal ore back over here in a moment. There is more. We'll just switch those out. Keep everything full. Oh, come on. We just need 3 more. We just need 3 more. It's not that bad. There's 1, 2 more. Okay. So enough of just staring at that machine. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we're going to need more steel. Definitely going to need more steel. That is also a pain. Just because it's going to take more time. It's not that bad to do, but it's just going to take more time. So I think there's all the rich slag we need. So I think we're good. We just need more steel. Alright, so that will kind of fill up, do its thing. We'll come back over here in a little bit and grab more steel. So yeah, there is 16. So what all are we going to be doing here soon? So kind of looking ahead, might as well talk about that while we're waiting. I want to finish this quest and then see if we get anything good. We get a reward bag for this, so that's nice. And is it a detection? Okay. So we are relatively close to getting all of the Gaia ingots that we need. We need a block of, let's see, let's look at the uses of this. And it makes Gaia Spirit ingots, and then we can use that to make compressed Gaia. And we need 9 of those, so we need 36 Gaia ingots. Plus a little bit more. Probably what I'm going to do is, let's just go ahead and make a few of these. And any extra Gaia Spirits we can kind of keep a hold on. But I'm going to summon the Gaia Spirit 2, the Gaia Guardian 2, fight him a couple of times, and then hopefully by like next episode we'll be able to make the Master Infusion Stone and start working really heavily on the rest of magical crops, and eventually we'll need to expand Galacticraft. That's like the next thing on my list. I want to have some automated Galacticraft, which is going to require me to make a bunch of machines. I don't remember how bad these machines are, but we're going to need a lot of compressors. So the electric compressors from Galacticraft, these guys require the normal compressor. They require the Great Flux battery, which are a pain. But everything else is pretty easy. other than it's going to require a lot of dark steel. Electrotine is not a problem anymore. It's these guys that are just a pain to make. We're going to need a lot of those to kind of help with automation. So that's the only thing that's really keeping us from proceeding, because I had this up earlier, but if we want to make the dire crafting table, which is required to get into any 9x9 crafting, crystal matrix ingots are not bad, just diamonds and nether stars. We're going to try to get a way to make nether stars freely. And I realized I was looking at something. I want an energy. Is it energy condenser? It's a energy condenser. Is that what it is? Alchemical chest. One of these guys is really, really, really powerful. And actually not that difficult to make this guy. Dark matter is a bit of a pain because it requires plutonium. I don't know if there's a good way to get plutonium. I know a good way to get plutonium, actually. So we'll look into that. And it doesn't require too much that's too terrible, but it requires enough. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. There's the magnolia. So I think next time what we'll do is we'll start working towards getting into the really super powerful stuff, starting with the Master Infusion Stone, and then start looking at getting the Awaken Cores, because that's the only other thing here that we can't really make. And these require Awakened Draconium, not that bad, Wyvern Cores, which are not that bad, Nether Stars, a lot of Nether Stars, but it requires Glowing Magnoloy, which requires Zephirium Aerothium, which we have access to, and a lot of power. But then it requires Blue Gems, which requires us to go to Neptune. So we need to get ahead on Galactic Craft more than anything else. So there's the Magnoloy. Let's go ahead and claim the reward. We can claim this reward for the Amplification Crystal. We already made one of those. And then this guy, is it feasible? No. I'm not going to use another star at this time. So that's where we're going to stop. So we have 2 good reward bags. Let's go ahead and open them. A bunch of potions. And a Zanite ring. Okay. Not really anything super great, but interesting. So that's going to be it for this episode. Next time, like I said, Master Infusion Stone and start working on Galactic Craft automation and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!